We might be going. Are we going here? It says excellent condition. What does that say? Can't hear anything. All right. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm watching myself be silly. Right. Okay, I'm not ready and I can't do this and it's all too much and I just have to do this. So, hey guys, I'm just jumping in like I do. This is a routine that I made a while back. For some of you who've been following, you might remember that I did a series that I called the Not Ready series. Okay, well, I'm still not ready. And Reg, are you not quite ready either? Right. It's been a long time since I have produced content like this, and I'm making a return to where I started at the beginning. Right back at the beginning, I started with just turning up and saying something and seeing where I went. And I've been on a long journey, and for those of you who have been with me since the first day, thank you, Rush. Um, it has been a long process of learning how to stream, learning how to do videos, learning how to do editing, learning so many more things than that, how to interact and how to understand a bit better what's happening around me. I don't know, so many things like and in the last little while I have been concentrating a lot on doing editing and putting up videos that are already edited, and that, you know, doing collaborations with other people, like primarily with Otto, but also significantly with Dude Where's My Wallet, and then the research that I was doing into Satori D's worldwide Weird Wide Web, and all those things, all those sort of projects that are on the go and that are sort of boiling away, and yeah, not quite knowing where they're going. But in amongst all of those things, the sort of the underlying theme for me has always been that I'm doing this channel called Bobbing Along, which is my online diary. Bizarre. Okay, I know girls have diaries and they lock them with keys so nobody can see them. And I have a diary and I put it so that the entire 8 billion can see it. Anywho, it is what it is, and that some of us hide in odd places. Anyway, and in the end, nobody hides. Right, okay, so focus, focus, focus. Thank you so much for joining me on this new venture, guys. It is so good of you to be so encouraging and wonderful. Coming to, I think the thing that I'm not talking about is the new way that I'm experimenting now with trying to make things happen in the real world. Right? A lot of what I've been doing has been on the computer and learning and, you know, that stuff. Now I'm trying to implement it. Maybe that's what I'm trying to get to. Trying to implement it. So here I am, like showing up, not ready, not ready, not ready, but ready because for some reason I start back a few steps. Bobbing along was always about a journey from a dysfunctional behavior towards some sort of ideal that I never defined. And as I go along, I start to think that all it really is that I've been living life, and going along. And maybe you just get more skillful as you go along. Maybe there's no great big recovery or breakthrough or advance that there's going to be. Maybe it's just going to be more building and more going onwards. So yes, so I've achieved that stuff so far in the project. And I think that I'd like to just at this stage give like a real big shout out to Vince McLeod and Dion Davies, who were there from the beginning, exploring these issues with me, helping me look at post-traumatic stress disorder, autism, um, trauma, so many of those old issues. So you guys, thank you for laying this foundation for me, sort of both theoretically and by giving me the confidence to come here and have these discussions in public, which I think I shared from the beginning was sort of a dream of mine, is to make a public arena in which we can get together and support each other, And when I say we, I mean the people, those of us that don't have support. So, let's just do it. And that was kind of basically my pitch to Vince was, yeah, Vince, we say these things, but there's you and there's me. What if we got together? What if we stopped being lonely and alone and did something? And now Vince has got his own show, which is gaining in popularity. And yeah, and so Dion and Vince, from the bottom of my heart, thanks, guys. And so then also the realignment of the goals and values that I have is as we go on and we look towards the future, we see things differently. And now that I have so much more of a theoretical and practical background, I want to implement things. And my research has led me to a place where I have come to believe that being that the biggest step that I could take now to conquer depression is exercise. I've managed to get off the psychiatric medicines. I've managed to do a whole lot of healings and forgivenesses and movings on. And now there's this big, big thing. And about 20 years ago, a therapist said to me, one of the things that we know from research that is absolutely like indisputable is that exercise changes a depressed person's mind state. But the other thing that we found from research is that the most difficult thing in the world to do is to get a depressed person to exercise. So yeah, on and off, on and off, on and off, I've tried different exercises. We've done ballet, and we've done walking, and we've done walking on the beach, and we've done chair yoga, and we've done stretches, and we've done dance, we've done all sorts of things. And we're still struggling because the most difficult thing to do when you're depressed is to move your body. So we're starting where we are. We have residual debilitating depression. We need to take steps to overcome it without medication. The medication didn't work. So what we're doing now is we are getting together this video blog, and we are experimenting with ways that we can build up a supportive network in a crypto token environment. and we can reward each other for pro-social behavior. So this is sort of like really getting serious. This video journal here will document the progress. It will document the building of the token economy. It will be a guide for other people, and hopefully we will have a method that people can remix and use to build their own communities or use with their own families or their own loved ones. So live streaming like this is a way that I can commit to a regular time, which is another really important pro-social behavior and pro-mental health behavior. So I'm going to attempt to do it like this, and hopefully as we build up supporters in the token economy, we will have other people who join into this event, and we will be able to do things like reward each other in real time with bounties, set relevant bounties like, oh man, I really battled with such and such. Oh, I'll set you a bounty for that. Okay, that's my dream, that we could do that together as a community. It may take a while to get there, and who knows. But okay, so I have written a few outlines of this, and I've put them in different places and posted them and shared them with different people, but I'm doing this now as just the talk bit. Partly because some people prefer to hear rather than to talk, than to read, but partly because I need to practice saying this. It's, I don't really know what I'm doing, and I'm sort of making it up as I go along, just read the research and trying to implement things. So, yeah. Um, So talking is a really good way to concretize ideas, to implement learnings, to be able to express yourself, shows you that you yourself have been able to integrate those concepts. And when people are able to respond to you and feed back to you, you then again are able to take the next step in reasoning. And so it's this two-way, yeah, conversational thing, which is another thing that depression interrupts. Because I don't know if I've said this too many times, but depression isn't about having a low mood. Depression is about having low skills, low energy levels, low abilities, low cognitive functioning. It's just everything that you were doing before, suddenly you can't do anymore for some reason. Overload, overwhelm, burnout, chemicals, bad attitude, fear, trauma, a million different theories, okay? It's not helpful to have the theories. What we need is a practical thing to do. Medicine hasn't worked. Let's try this. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So we are going to have this reward system. We're going to implement a reward system. Part of me coming and talking about this is that I'm going to be explaining the reward system. I'm going to need to liaise with you guys about how often we get together to do this, because obviously, like, you don't want to sit here and listen to me going on and on and on for an hour. you know we want to be able to put this into our day in a small way. So I was thinking maybe we could connect for bounties at 7:10 until 7:15, and anybody who wanted to join for bounties, that was the time slot, and if you come at that slot, then you'll be in the, I don't know. So maybe go for an hour, so we can fit in lots of activities, but then schedule those activities very strictly according to a time frame so that a specific person can come at a specific time if they only have 4 minutes to spare for the project, but they're really, so making it up as we go along, which is good. So there will be the bounties and there will be the rewards. We'll be able to interact with each other and do things in real time. There is also another level of the economy that we can think about, and that is to have exclusive content. So there are facilities where you make posts and make bounties and things that you need to qualify by holding a certain amount of tokens in your wallet. So maybe, if somebody wants to be a supporter and they want to participate in the bounty system, they need to hold 50,000 of your tokens in order to qualify. Or perhaps you want to do a fitness class with your followers once a week. You want to say, okay, on Tuesdays we're going to get together for half an hour and we're going to do, I don't know what you're going to do, but so those are things that you can it's just so many ideas. But exclusive content is something that's very valuable for people who are feeling very lonely and sad and rejected and out of a community, to be able to have a token which they can buy something special with. So yes, I don't know. I did have some ideas for tiers. So for a basic tier, which might be that there was no qualification. There could just be like these videos up on YouTube. We could just have links available to this if people wanted that, or recovery updates that we could do in writing. Mid-tier could be behind the scenes content, like sometime when we're just having an informal chat. Those are sometimes just great. You can't put them up, but there's sort of 5 minutes where this wonderful gem came out in the conversation, and so you can just put those bits in. There's some people that just really aren't interested, and there are other people that's really helpful to, and so and it can lead to deeper discussions and things. And then the premium tier, and that would be for people that we build special relationships with, that were really important, that really wanted, say, a question and answer, or special coaching, or some sort of interaction. So much room for negotiation and taking the project to deep levels. So it's not the baby step we're taking this weekend, but it's a little bit of a window into the bigger vision of the possibilities that we could start just factoring in. How far could this go and how beneficial could it be? And it would be so awesome to have a registered nurse and a business owner, business person on the team. It just would be, I don't know. Okay, so I was thinking that for an example, say Ali's bounty could be that you would earn 20 tokens for completing a 15-minute walk. And then Kathy's bounty might be to earn 10 tokens for sharing a positive reflection with the community. And then there might be a shop item that for 100 tokens, you could buy a virtual coffee chat with Kathy and Ali. Or, I don't know, how long is a coffee break? 10 minutes? 15 minutes? Just check in and say, I don't know, nice to meet you. How are you doing? All things that like I would value, I would really value. And so I can imagine that, you know, I don't know, it would just be nice, I think. All right. Other things that could be valuable as sale items in a shop could be a handwritten letter of encouragement, a video message, say for a Monday morning, a funny GIF, a movie watch party, a virtual art session, a task buddy. So you need to do something difficult or unpleasant. You just want somebody to tune in and help you get you going. So like, okay, I'll phone you at 2 o'clock and we'll get started on it. Yep. I don't know. Personal playlist. Write a poem of or inspiration or a goal setting session or brainstorming. And yes, so yeah, you were just sort of asking for examples of how we could use it. So there we go. Those are just some of the things that I just throw out there. I do know, Ali, that you have said that you have quite a good system there, and I'm so keen to hear about it. Hopefully this evening we can get together and then I'm thinking, I don't know how it'll go, but maybe we come and do a morning check-in and an evening check-in. So depending on what comes out of the rest of the talks of today, I'll see if I come back again this evening and do another few minutes to just just I don't know, maybe assess how it went. I don't know at this stage, as I'm saying. I don't. Okay, that's boring. Right, so the last thing that I want to just mention before I go is sort of the layout of this session that I want to have this talk session. That would just be basically setting the daily token goal. Yesterday I earned 400 tokens. Today I want to try earn 450 tokens. So set a token goal. Choose the bounties that will make up the token goal. Also, before I come to the meeting, have like a morning dedication or a prayer or an intention or a little poem that I can just read and maybe do a small meditation together. I don't know. As these things grow, we'll see what is helpful in the community and what isn't. And then as time goes on, obviously progress and reflection and how many tokens have been earned and anything fun. Right. Okay, so that was that. Thanks. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for all your input. And hopefully a new thing. Maybe tonight, definitely tomorrow. And we will keep on going from here. So, righty ho, thank you very much indeed. Okay.